Technology is a powerful force. It can bring progress and improve our lives, but it can also be used for harm and oppression. As technology advances, we must be careful. We must consider its potential for misuse. This is especially true for technologies that affect our minds and bodies. These technologies have the potential to violate our most fundamental rights. Imagine a world where your thoughts are no longer private. Imagine your emotions being manipulated by unseen forces. This is the dangerous potential of unchecked technological advancement. We must be vigilant in protecting our privacy and autonomy. We stand at a crossroads. One path leads to a future of empowerment and progress. The other leads to a dystopia of control and manipulation. The choices we make today will determine our fate. We must choose wisely. New technologies are blurring the lines between science fiction and reality. Brain-computer interfaces, once confined to medical research, are becoming increasingly sophisticated. These interfaces could allow for direct communication between our brains and computers. While this technology holds promise for treating neurological disorders, it also raises serious ethical concerns. Imagine a world where your thoughts and emotions are no longer your own, where your senses can be manipulated and your physical actions controlled remotely. This is the potential of advanced surveillance and mind manipulation technologies. These technologies could be used to monitor our every move, predict our behavior, and even influence our decisions. The implications for individual liberty and autonomy are profound. We must ensure that these powerful tools are not used to exploit and control us. Our legal system is struggling to keep pace with the rapid advancements in technology. Existing laws designed for a pre-digital age are ill-equipped to address the unique challenges posed by mind-reading and manipulation technologies. The Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects us from unreasonable searches and seizures, but what happens when our very thoughts become the target of surveillance? The right to privacy, implicit in the Constitution, is fundamental to a free society. This right is under threat as never before. We must update our laws to protect our cognitive liberty, the right to think freely, without fear of intrusion or manipulation. This is not just a legal issue, it's a human rights issue. The right to think freely is essential to our dignity and autonomy. We must fight to protect this right from the encroachment of invasive technologies. Montel Bowman's case raises disturbing questions about the potential misuse of advanced technology. While the veracity of his claims remains to be seen, they serve as a stark reminder of the potential for abuse. Bowman alleges that unspecified individuals or entities are using advanced technology to access his thoughts, manipulate his senses, and control his physical actions. He claims to be a victim of a vast conspiracy involving corrupt law enforcement, criminal elements, and possibly foreign entities. Bowman's case, whether true or not, highlights the urgent need for greater transparency and accountability in the development and deployment of these powerful technologies. We must ensure that these technologies are used responsibly and ethically, and that individuals are protected from harm. The potential for abuse is simply too great to ignore. We live in an age of unprecedented data collection. Every click, every swipe, every online interaction generates a trail of data that can be used to build detailed profiles of our lives. This data is collected by tech companies, advertisers, and governments. It can be used to predict our behavior, target us with advertising, and even influence our decisions. But what happens when the data being collected is not just our online activity, but our very thoughts and feelings? The development of mind-reading technology raises the specter of a world where our innermost thoughts are no longer private. This is a chilling prospect, one that threatens the very foundations of a free society. We must draw a line in the sand. Our minds are the last bastion of privacy. We cannot allow them to become another source of data to be mined and exploited. The potential for abuse of mind-reading and manipulation technologies extends far beyond individual privacy. These technologies could be used to stifle dissent, suppress political opposition, and create a climate of fear and self-censorship. Imagine for a moment, a world where the government can monitor your thoughts for signs of disloyalty or dissent, where simply thinking the wrong thought could land you in trouble. This is not a world any of us would want to live in. The freedom to think freely, without fear of reprisal, is essential to a healthy democracy. We must resist any attempt to use technology to silence dissenting voices. The right to think differently, to challenge the status quo, is fundamental to human progress. The development of mind-reading technology is often framed as a natural progression of existing technologies. We already have brain-computer interfaces that can be used to control prosthetic limbs and treat neurological disorders. It's only a matter of time, some argue, before these technologies are used to read our thoughts and even control our minds. But this line of thinking ignores the profound ethical and societal implications of such a development. There is a world of difference between using brain-computer interfaces to restore lost function and using them to monitor and control our thoughts. We must not allow ourselves to be lulled into complacency by the incremental nature of technological progress. We must remain vigilant and draw a clear line in the sand. Thought control is a line we cannot cross. The time to act is now. We must demand greater transparency and accountability from those developing and deploying these powerful technologies. We need clear legal frameworks that protect our cognitive liberty and ensure that these technologies are used responsibly and ethically. This is not just a job for lawmakers and technologists. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of technology. We must educate ourselves about the potential risks and benefits of these technologies. We must engage in informed debate about the ethical implications of mind-reading and manipulation technologies. And we must hold our elected officials accountable for ensuring that our rights are protected in the digital age. The future of our minds and our freedom depends on it. Technology is not inherently good or bad. It is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. The future is not predetermined. We have the power to shape the trajectory of technological development. We can choose to prioritize human well-being, individual liberty, and democratic values. We can create a future where technology empowers us, not enslaves us. A future where our minds remain our own. A future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. The choice is ours. Let us choose wisely.